Day Delta group playing D&D. My name's Becca, I play Elspeth the Bard, and I will let everyone else introduce themselves from bottom to top. So we start with the lovely Trevi.
Hi, I'm Dom. I'm playing Trevi next, the Wood Elf Druid.
I'm Traz, and I'm playing Cloud, the Tabaxi Rogue Warlock. Scott.
Oh, it's me. Yeah, we always do this. Hi, I'm Scott. I'm Delta's DM for this evening.
I'm Sam. I'm playing Tomfoolery, the Goblin Trickster. Tomfool.
Oh, I'm Foss, and I'm playing Eric, the Dragonborn Knight.
And I am Azuzu. I'm playing Edgar the. Why am I forgetting this? I'm playing a monk. Cobalt Soul Monk. There we go. Got there in the end. It hit me just as I said it.
Funny, the guy who's meant to be from the repository of all knowledge forgets what the fuck he's doing. Aye.
He remembers exactly what he's. Azuzu the player doesn't. But then again, there's been days I've forgotten my name. It's all good.
That does not surprise me.
There's like at my workplace, there's like 5 different iterations of my name. I've given up at the point.
On that note, I volunteered myself to do the recap. So we started off the session, from what I can remember, with Elspeth having a chat with Jackson. Cloud trying to find Elspeth. Eret being sent off to try and find the missing druid. And Tomfoolery joining with his fellow goblins to summon the god of shoes. And Copy woke up to being taken by the clasp, I believe. Once Elspeth had her chat with the illusion of Jackson, her and Cloud met up and went to continue watching the ritual of the god of shoes, who ended up sending his angel down, who made Tomfoolery pretty much a pope, and his other goblin followers just underneath him, and gave him a spell that allows him to create new shoes once a day, I believe. Meanwhile, Copy was met up with her old mentor, who basically blanked her the entire time before something jumping from him to her, basically leaving her in the driver's seat of her own body, in which she killed the mentor's body. And that was the last we saw of her. Elspeth and another bard had a bit of a bard off, in which Elspeth lost. So she bowed out gracefully. And then I think we had a long rest. And then next day, Tom got told to stop eating scraps off of the table, so he asked if he could wait outside and take the scraps when they were put outside, and that was given the okay. So that's what he did. Elspeth and Cloud were having breakfast when we met our newest member, the monk, who got off to a flying start by mistitling Elspeth and then proceeding to make notes on the group the entire time. Elspeth then went and sat with Tom, who advised that he wanted to continue eating the scraps, so a raccoon didn't think he'd got the upper hand. Meanwhile, Cloud and Edgar got to know each other, and then Elspeth and Tom contacted the Cobalt Reserve to see why they'd been sent a babysitter. And then I believe we all decided we were going to go to the carnival after finding the people that Elspeth and Cloud had sent there the day before, and finding out that they weren't dead, and they said it was weird, but okay. And I think that's where we left it off. No, we left it off trying to find our erstwhile dragon companion.
Okay, so recap done. There, essentially, what all Trevi and Eric got up to whilst you guys were doing into shenanigans was essentially a case of Trevi once again just realizing, oh wait, city full of curious and shiny things. I'm going to just wander around for a little while with my new poodle moth, and just then essentially it was a game of hide and seek with Eric for the next few hours to the full day afterwards. And you guys eventually caught up with each other. And from what point would just essentially go, okay, I've now found you. You're now done with your wandering. Let's go back to find the others. Because apparently shenanigans always happen. How would you two wish to proceed in particular? Anything you would like to do first?
I'm just going to turn around and go, so where have you been all day? What have you been doing? And why have I had to hunt half this city to try and find you?
Well, you see, I can explain. The little moth boy, as he is now called, he can fly, and I can't. So I was climbing trees and stuff,
Uh-huh.
and it takes a long time to climb trees and catch moths.
So you've been playing a game of tag with a moth all day.
Yeah. What else is there to do?
Not have a dragonborn hunt through the city trying to find you thinking you've died?
I don't think I understand quite where you're coming from. I think it feels like what you're trying to say is shrouded in metaphor.
No, I was just concerned that you had been injured, removed, or died. So I'm hunting you down, trying to find you.
I do appreciate that. No, I'm fine. I'm fine.
Hmm? Well, why don't we go head back and find everyone else?
I'm actually really hungry. Are you hungry?
I'm hungry, but we should meet up with everyone else and we go get dinner as a group.
Let's go. Let's find number one, the group. Number two, food.
So at this point, I'm going to try something. I'm going to touch the earpiece and just going to go, is there anyone on the other end of this earpiece just now?
Would any of the party respond?
Elle doesn't have an earpiece.
Did Cloud took Copy's one, didn't he? I'm
Yeah,
correct.
but I can't
Sure.
remember if Cloud kept it or gave it to Tom.
Tom has his own, I think, doesn't he? Or
Nope. We had 4. Toto has got 2, and then Copy had 1 and Eric had 1. But now I think you have got Copy's 1. So I'm fairly sure it's you and Eric that have them.
right. So yeah, probably assume Cloud would have probably put it in just for safety sakes. He would contact you back saying, "Are you all right, my friend?"
I am fine. So is our druid. We have located them and their pet, fluffy, floaty, clothes eater. It's very fluffy.
It's called Moth Boy.
Apparently called Moth Boy now. I'd have called it Mothra, but we're going with Moth Boy.
Interesting.
soon as you
We'll
say
just
Mothra,
head
it
in
looks
back.
like and shakes its head as if like, go for it.
I'm sure Mothboy's copywritten by someone.
Probably.
Where is everyone?
Well,
We'll catch up.
Just a little. We're near the tavern. Well, we're heading that direction. We're going to meet up. Try and meet up with you. So if you want to meet there,
Then we shall head to the tavern. The druid is hungry.
that's fair enough. We'll explain our plans when we meet up.
Okay, okay. We'll hopefully be there soon, so long as the druid doesn't stop to graze on any nearby bushes.
Well, good luck with that.
As he says that, I am having a little chew of like a holly leaf.
Okay, we're gonna head off to the bar.
Go, you guys will make your way there. Rest of the party. Is there anything you guys will do whilst they're making their way?
Don't think so.
Cool. So a loading screen will appear. Little tips and tricks telling you from the PHB and all sorts of D&D related stuff, and then eventually into the tavern doors will walk in Eret and Trevi with Mothboy on their shoulder.
As I assume I see everyone there, yeah?
Yeah.
Just gonna go over and sit down and join them all. Oh,
We lost the DM.
yep. For anyone interested on the stream, I have discovered that Mothboy is in fact a hashtag on Twitter.
Sorry about that, wrong button. But yeah, you see everybody all kind of just gathered around. You see that the little goblin companion who you only briefly bumped into has now got full set of regal robes, and everyone else is just kind of standing around as they were before.
I'm going to move over slightly faster and be like, our goblin got an upgrade. Goblin point 2.
I go by Archbishop Tomfoolery now. Just so you're aware.
Can I still call you Tom?
What about Bish?
I can go with Bish.
Sweet. You eaten yet?
No, I have not.
I'll wait then. I'll wait for the scrap.
You're not required to have scraps, my friend. You can have anything you wish.
People keep saying this. I like the scraps.
He's trying to keep the upper hand on a raccoon.
Surely the upper hand on the raccoon would be if you have the finer food, and then the raccoon.
No, because if I eat the scraps, then the raccoon can't eat the scraps. And if the raccoon's not eating scraps, I'm a winning.
Okay.
Kind of taps his forehead. Yeah?
Big brain.
Gotta stay on your toes. Yeah, if you it comes with being an archbishop, you wouldn't understand.
At this point, Eric's just going to kind of look round at Cloud and Elspeth and go, What happened?
Long story?
I'll catch up later.
Yeah, probably best. Although I will point out and aim towards the human in the blue robes. This is Edgar. Edgar, this is Eret and Trevi. He has been sent to babysit us by the Cobalt Reserve.
A babysitter. Lovely. We used to call them commanding officers, and we still didn't treat them with any respect. As long as they didn't try and babysit me, we're okay.
I think Azuzu might be AFK.
Oh yeah, as you put a post. Did I miss anything else whilst I was gone? Anything interesting happen? Also, has everyone met Mothboy?
At that point, little moth just kind of crawls out from behind Trevi's shoulder and just kind of flutters its wings. Just to say, hello, everybody.
Trevi, quick point. Did you check the gender of Mothboy before you named it Mothboy?
No, I don't discriminate.
Okay.
I think, to be honest, I think boy, spelled BOI, is a pretty gender neutral term.
I shall give you that.
Thanks, boy.
But yes, as I was saying, this is Edgar.
Hello, Edgar Hawk from the Cobalt Soul. I've been asked to, if possible, join yourselves, Mr. Shit, sorry, I'm blanking on names.
Eret.
Join yourself, Mr. Eric, along with Miss Elspeth and Mr. Cloud, to ascertain how you have managed to do the great deeds that you have done so far.
Quick thing. I don't think he'd say Mr. Eret. If he has a file on me, he'd use my surname, not my primary name.
No, he'll call you Mr. Eric because that's all he knows your name by. I don't
That's
have a
fine.
file on you.
Okay, pokely.
Yes, Miss Elspeth and Mr. Cloud has agreed to let me follow you around as long as I don't take notes or write down notes. However, I do wish to join you to understand how yourselves as a group were able to deal with the Gith incursion as well as some of the other things you have done so far in your stint in this city.
So you're a bookkeeper, a document.
Yes, I was trained by the Cobalt Soul, and I am one of their best bookkeeper and cartographer and calligrapher. As such, they have sent me specifically to on this task.
So far, I know you're good with a pen. Are you good with your hands?
I know how to defend myself. Miss Elspeth and Mr. Cloud asked me the same question. Unfortunately, I'm not able to show you exactly until put to the test, unless, of course, you throw something up.
Okay. So you're not able to show unless you're put to the test. That's fine. FYI, what Elspeth and Cloud and everyone else currently see is Eret smiling. I'll be back in 1 minute.
There's a couple of patrons in the bar looking over to see this ring black dragonborn with the big evil grin on their face, and they're sitting there going, okay, either something really good or really bad's about to happen. And they just huddle into the corner with their drink, with their hands over their drinks, just in case.
I'm gonna go to the barkeep, and I'm gonna turn around and go, do you happen to have an empty space that someone of my build and, you know, Stuffy over there can have a play around?
The barmaid looks at the manager and he kind of goes, not really, but he kind of looks back and forth with, seeing as you guys seem to be of an interesting sort, if you go down, and he gives you like a bunch of directions to like an establishment, he says, that might have facilities that you can blow off some steam in, if that's what you're looking after. He even takes a bit of like spare parchment, kind of jots the directions down and hands them over to you. Tell them Billy sent you.
No problem. I'll take a gold piece and put it on the table and go, thanks very much. Gonna go back to the group and go, I want to see what he can do before we get into any trouble. I got some directions for somewhere where we can find out what he can do, if he's up for it.
Please lead the way. I'm here to learn how everyone does the things they do. I'm willing to accompany you wherever you go.
No problem. Are you guys okay with this?
Might be worth the entertainment value, if nothing else.
Oh, definitely. Entertainment all the way.
I'm just a follower.
Take it, we'll head on round. Follow the directions till we find that one place.
Cool, you follow the instructions on the little leaflet you were given. You come to what looks like not so much a warehouse, but kind of like one of these storage places where all the little cabinet places are all kind of flinged up. And there's a little dwarf guy just sitting in a nearby kind of booth. Yeah, can I help you guys?
Billy sent us from the bar down the road saying you could help us blow off a little bit of steam and I can see what Stuffy over here can do in a fight.
Yeah, looks around and goes, oh yeah, like reaches over, gets a set of keys. You're looking for container 12.
Container 12, thank you very much, and I'll drop again another gold coin on the table. Stop doing that!
Guy bites the coin and goes, good. My shift's coming in, and I want to see what we're getting in this section. He sets the booth outside. So you go down to number 12. Yeah, it doesn't look like very it just looks like an inconspicuous sort of like storage unit.
Sorry, we're drinking there. Well, I shall open the lock.
Okay, you open the lock. And you'll notice that when you walk in, there is a bunch of boxes that look like they're kind of slightly askew on top of a hatch.
I open the hatch. Well, I move the boxes, then open the hatch.
Cool. There's a staircase that leads down.
Down the stairs I go. Hopefully
Go
everyone's
down.
following.
You can have it very much. Everyone's always sitting there going, where the fuck did Eric go? It's easy to be following the breadcrumbs. But yeah, you clearly ahead of the others. Go down, and as you go down, little lights come on. You hear kind of like distant chatter as you go in. It's like small, not catacomb as in massive, but sort of this underground facility with what look like a few tabled areas nearby, a few pews of chairs, stadium arrangement kind of thing. Small booth at the side with a few rough and ready types all standing around. They kind of look up and go, "Who let the fucking lizard in?"
Not a lizard. A bit scarier than most lizards.
I'll be the judge of that, pal.
Well, why don't you watch what's about to happen and see?
You know what? I like your attitude. Let's see how this is fucking going to go then. And he jumps off over the table. Just what a waistcoat, baggy trousers, well-worn shoes type kind of guy with the hair all tied back, and yeah, like a top knot kind of thing. Goes, so he kind of looks at you and goes, "You see what I see? What's your deal here, bro?"
Me and our human friend over here, and we want to see what he can do. Figured the best way is to have a go at it one on one. Then I'll know if he can hold his own.
Kind of looks at him, looks at the guy up and down, looks you up and down. He goes, I tell you what, see that pen over there? And he points at one of the rings. Have a little warm-up session there between the two of you.
FYI, just to pause, your Irish accent is fantastic.
I mean, lucky so far. I'm going to drop it now that you've said that.
I'll just turn around at the guy and go, so what are the rules for in here?
Oh, you want to see how much the fucking can do? Well, take him in the ring and knock fuck out of him. See, as long as you don't kill each other. It's a warm-up, eh?
Fair
Rules
play.
come here.
What do you want to do, Edgar?
I'm following you. Or if you say we can use weapons, I shall use weapons. If you say we can use fists, I shall use whichever you prefer.
I think for a warm up, we'll stick to old hand to hand, and I'll just take the sword out and I'll hand it to Cloud and go keep a hold of this.
Of course. And Cloud will sort of take it. I assume it's pretty fucking heavy, so he'll like sort of try and yeah, I've got this, but sort of just like dunk and put it to the side and stand it.
Edgar will take out his two daggers and stick it on the ring post before walking into the ring.
Whenever you're ready, we'll start.
You guys enter the ring. You see there's a few kind of, not, I wouldn't call them initially shady characters, but there's a few rough and ready types all sitting around. So not to take notice of you guys walking into the circle. They can just sit there, hands resting on like the under the chin, just kind of sitting there like this is going to be interesting to watch. And on that note, guess there was a little ring here. Shit. Hang on, guys. Button control.
Tom might kind of step up to Cloud and say, "Do you wanna put some money down on this? I've got a few coins in the alms box."
Well, if your God is happy with you gambling, I do not mind. What are you thinking?
I'll swap you, and he'll start going through his bag and pull out like two random fucking weird looking slippers. These slippers for 5 gold, and my money's on, my shoes are on. The new guy.
Hmm. Well, unfortunately, they are only slippers, so I can only stretch to 2 gold for them.
$4 as a donation to my church.
Why not? So you want the new guy?
Cool.
Yeah,
Can the
I'll give
contestants
him that.
put themselves in the ring and the rest of you pick a side to watch?
Scott, can I ask you a quick question? Do you consider fists as light finesse weapons?
Your class is unarmed. So
Is that light finesse because that's the interaction with sneak attack?
No, your fists wouldn't grant sneak
and
attack.
they just class as unarmed. There's no special properties.
Cool, no worries.
Cloud would probably start seeing if anybody else was interested in taking bets on the group. But he would probably try and use the fact that a crazy little goblin with who's betting shoes is betting on the monk, thinking he's the better choice. So, if I can work that.
Cool. Anyone else getting in on the action?
I don't have money, nor do I understand it.
Well, my friend, this is how it's called gambling, and basically you pick who you think may win, and you wager something. If that your guess
Oh,
is
I think
correct,
Eric's going to win.
there we go. Now you just need to pick something that you think is worth at least these two of these shoes.
Hang on, do I get to keep it at the end?
If Eric wins, you get his shoes.
So if I
Eric
were to bet
loses, you have to give something.
okay, so I don't want to give up Moth Boy. He's worth
No. Something
Like
a
most
bit
boys
more.
just like curled into the back of your head like a little fancy headpiece right now. Like, nope, don't sell me, don't sell me.
Do I have a handful of berries to hand?
Yeah, I'll see you've got a few stashed in there.
Can I offer him a handful of berries? Just for fun.
How about it, Tom? Do you want to have his wager against yours?
Well, I mean, they were his berries, so technically they'd be scraps.
Exactly. So your 2 shoes against his scraps.
You've got yourself a deal, my friend, and he'll extend his hand out to Treevy.
No, you can't have them yet.
No. You shake hands.
Okay. And I do a handshake, but it's like side to side, not up and down.
Yeah, Tom doesn't seem phased by that.
Oh dear. And Cloud will take a sit back and hopefully enjoy the show next to Elizabeth.
You just hear a voice from someone at the back pew going, 50 gold on the Dragon Bomb! And at that point, all the guys in the room are starting to go, we're actually going to do this. We don't know who these fuckers are. Why not? They want to fucking throw fists. Fuck it. You see the guy who you're talking to that snaps his fingers. Kind of almost purplish kind of tiefling walks out with a tray with place your bets. Anything in there, stick it in the pot. House gets 20%. Rest of it goes to whoever the fuck wins. And they all start gathering amongst themselves. At that point, they'll just sit back as they start putting money in coin. It's like, we don't know who they came in together. It could be fixed. And they're like, shut up, you dick. And just get slapped around, put money in the cot. Sits down and goes, right, whenever you two are ready, have at it. And at that point, boys, if you would like to roll initiative, we got some PvP on the go. Okay, first up in initiative order is Edgar.
Edgar will get into his martial arts stance. I've not really fought in a while, so I might be a bit rusty. And use bonus action to use insightful fight. So it's his insight check against Arid's deception check.
Okay.
Oh, sorry. Oh, hold on. Then I'll use my action to take the dodge action. Just kind of in position with my hands out, waiting for Erid to attack. That's my turn.
Cool. Erid, you're up.
I'm gonna just rush. Just gonna straight rush him. Run up and go for the punch.
Right, go for it.
With disadvantage because of dodge, please.
Oh, what is arm straight?
11 misses.
Okay, so you just barrel up and he ducks out of the way.
Yeah, but still get my extra attack. Ooh, no. Still get my extra attack, I believe.
Yep.
Do I still go on?
It'll still be with disadvantage from my knowledge because its dodge is for the whole turn until it's my turn again. So 11 will miss again. But when you miss with the second one, I'm going to use premature counter. So I'm going to use a key point to take an unarmed strike against. 20.
That hits.
And I'm going to use another key point to see if I can use stunning strike. So please make a DC. Hold on. So written down here.
It's a con save.
DC 17 con save.
Damn it.
So Edgar will kind of dodge the second one, and while dodging, just elbow him in the face, stunning him, and then we'll use on his turn. We'll do 2 punches and then flurry if possible.
Cool. After you stun Erid, roll for your attacks.
So first attack, 21.
That hits.
So second attack, 25. Yep. And then a flurry, which will be another 2. 22,
Mm-hmm.
and 16.
Nope.
Now, I can also, hold on a second. Sorry, I'm learning this new character. Right, I'm going to use Insightful Fighter. So as long as I hit one of the attacks from a flurry, I can learn about damage vulnerability, damage resistance, damage immunity, and condition immunities. So basically, after elbowing him in the face, Edgar will shuffle around the back, do 2 kidney punches, and then 1 elbow in the back of the head. And all this time, he'll kind of keep an eye out for any vulnerabilities or anything.
Okay. And fully emotional, this shit happens, and guys at the back again. Well, Twinkle Toes over there is fucking quite good, isn't he? Aye, no bad, no bad. Maybe useful. They're all just kind of watching everything going on. There's a couple people going, I want to change my bet. Tough shit you've already put in.
I take it Eric doesn't have any of these. The vulnerabilities, resistance, immunity, the conditions.
It's resistant to acid damage.
Yeah.
Because Black Dragon Burn. But anything above?
Nope.
Plus,
No secret tricks up my sleeve.
no secret trick on his sleeve, no.
Yeah, that's my turn.
Okay.
Ew.
You're up.
I'm gonna just kind of like, essentially just gonna rub my side a little bit and go, ooh, speed. That's different. Most people just punch hard. You punch quick. Right. Let's see, what do we do? I'm gonna grab him.
Okay, contested strength check.
Oh,
if you want
sorry,
to hit.
that's a strength save. 11. Oh, God.
Got him.
Okay. So after all this, right, all this monk shit going on, you just go, fuck this, and just bear hug him.
I'm gonna headbutt him.
Okay. Roll an attack.
You want unarmed on that one?
Well, I'm assuming you're going in unarmed. Just like
Ah.
straight head. It would be
Secret sword attached to tongue.
Yeah, 19 hit.
okay. Roll for damage. As you just grab a hold of him and just like with both hands on his shoulders and go, "Hey, buddy, fuck you, headbutt." You just have everyone in the crowd going, "Oh!"
Damage roll. Someone remind me where that is again.
What's your strength mod? Because
Just click the unarmed strike at the bottom of the attack.
Yeah, I couldn't remember what button it was. Thank you. Really, I rolled a 1.
You don't proficient, so it's 1 plus your strength mod.
Yeah, no, I rolled a 1. So it's 6 total.
Okay, so grappled, headbutted. Anything else?
Action surge.
Ooh, we go for action surge. Okay, what do you do?
Just gonna headbutt him again. I don't really want to melt him.
Okay, roll for another attack.
Yee, that hurts.
And
That's another 6 damage.
yep. And with that, I believe my turn.
You
Right.
go for another attack because I'm pretty sure if we understand, you get your attack actions too.
Oh, so roll again. Another
Yeah, you get
unarmed
one.
strike.
Yeah, you'd get a second one.
But if he uses his action to grapple me, wouldn't that count as an action? So he wouldn't get 2 attacks, no? And then action surge, he'll get 2 attacks, and that's it.
That's what I was thinking.
Unless bonus action is considered.
I believe grapple is considered an attack action, which means he would get a second attack action in his first one, as far as I'm aware.
That's what I was going on.
Cool. Either ways, if 11 is the attack, I'm going to use premature counter once again with 1 key point, and I'm going to try to headbutt him back.
Okay, make the effort.
Damn it! Can't make up for shit rolls.
There's a headbutt again. You move just to kind of avoid the brunt of the attack, try to headbutt him back, and you guys just graze off one of his horns. At which point you hear someone at the back, a halfling at the back of the room. Just fucking kiss already! Enough of this hugging shite!
I'm just going to shout into the crowd and going, if you want an acid kiss, buddy, keep going and you'll get one.
Don't threaten me with a good time, Dragonborn!
You couldn't take my good time.
Okay, so Edgar, I believe that's your turn.
Now, quick question. Disengage, it won't get me out of the grapple, would it?
No, you need to break the grapple.
But I can still attack while in grapple? How does that work? I don't know if it
Yeah, I'm pretty sure you can still like attack. You just can't move.
Cool, that's fine. I'm going to, with the palm of my hand straight on his chin. First attack.
You do have disadvantages when you're restrained.
It's not restrained, it's grapple. It's slightly different, but I'll wait for the DM to rule.
I'll roll it as grapple for now. So we just a straight up attack, which is 26. That hits, I believe.
Yes, it does.
Okay.
And then using that, I'm going to punch him in the kidney once again with my left hand as a second attack. 17.
Pulls even.
Or if it
Even,
meets counts as a hit.
Cool.
and then I'm going to flurry once again. Two attack, knee to the gut, and then 2 knees to the gut. 17, and the last one, 11. And that's my turn.
Okay. Right.
As you guys are having a little dancing competition in the middle of the ring, the others are going to just see a bunch of the shady folks start to move in closer to the group and just sit on the benches next to him. Occasionally, whilst they're watching the fight, you kind of glance over at you guys. Any response? Would you want to do anything, or are you going to continue watching?
I will telepathically communicate that to Elsbeth, just to keep an eye out. Be ready just in case.
When he indicates it to me, I'm gonna ping detect thoughts and try and get the surface thoughts of the people that he indicates to me, are sort of glancing at us.
Okay, there's a couple of guys just kind of, most of them are kind of more central in the fight and just kind of wondering who the new guys are and who just kind of abruptly walked in here. That it must be good if somebody's given them access to the cellar, as it would be. There's a couple that I think there's one guy in particular who can't help but look over at Cloud and go, he's a nice little pussycat. But other than that, most of them are kind of just on the level. There is one guy at the back, however, it's kind of getting my thing going that maybe whoever wins this fight could be handy for some scheme that no one else seems to be picking up on that thought, but because you're obviously using the arcane means, you can get he's had that light bulb moment of, I can make money off of this, depending on who wins.
I will send that in a message to Cloud and let him know.
So there was nothing exactly hostile, but just people scheming and such.
No open hostility, mostly just the kind of shady underdealings that would be for what is essentially an underground fighting ring.
And that you have an admirer that isn't Elspeth.
Well, you know, it is me. But Cloud will not just carry on watching the fight. He'll definitely be keeping an eye on pickpocketers and such, being that this would probably be his type of thing to be pickpocketing people. So he knows who to look out for, that sort of sense. But as long as nobody's trying anything dirty or like that, he's just carry on watching the show.
Cool. Tom, Trevi, anything from you guys?
Just keeping a close eye on what's going on, making sure that he's not putting his shoes up for bet against betting on the wrong person. So he's quite intensely watching the.
Trevi is kind of like any child at a sporting event and getting a little bit like antsy. And I guess just kind of bugging Elspeth a little bit since she sat right next door.
I'll be trying to keep Trevi amused. I'm used to kids not being in places they find fun.
Are you an elf?
I am. Last time I checked, anyway.
Do you have an elf family?
That's a tough one. Kind of. The man that raised me is an elf, but he's not, like, biologically my family. How about you? Anything coming back to you yet about yours?
Oh, not for the past few days. I haven't had many other visions of them. Yeah, I just it's nice to see another elf.
I keep meaning to ask how old you are, to be fair.
Oh, so damn young.
How old is young?
Let me consult my character sheet.
Trevi actually pulls out a small sheet.
Yeah, Trevi literally has a D&D character sheet folded up
That would be
in her
amazing.
pocket. I am 20 years, medium size.
Wow, you're a baby for an elf. I'm surprised.
Yeah, I haven't been alive that long, let's be honest. Very much have lived an insulated or insular existence until.
That's not always a bad thing.
So what's your deal? Like, what are you trying to get? Like, it seems like all the people in this party have either shoes that they want, or they want to just do the virtuous thing. What are you trying?
I don't think I'm trying for anything. I'm just seeing where the wind takes me. Got sick of being in one place and started travelling around and met this bunch of weirdos.
They are strange, aren't they? That's a whisper. I didn't want anyone else to hear that. Have you ever been to the forest? Have I ever told you about the forest?
You mentioned that you came from a forest and that it was cold, I believe you said?
Oh my god, it's cold. It's the best cold ever. This place is far too warm.
Tell you what, maybe we will go up to Whitestone at some point. I'm told it's very cold up there, especially around Wintervale time.
Lovely.
And with that note, we'll go back to our boys in the ring and resume their little bout.
I have an idea. I'm going to drop on top of him and pin him under me. No?
Go ahead.
Okay. What do you want rolled on it?
We can test his strength check again.
Would I be able to uncanny dodge this at all?
I'm fairly sure you've been told uncanny dodge only halves damage taken about 50 times.
No, but the concept behind uncanny dodge is that it's an uncanny dodge, no? So
Yeah, you just dodged out of the way of attack. You don't dodge out of the way of someone holding you.
Yeah, as I do. I'm going to say it one more time. That's not how it works.
Cool.
Okay. Contested strength check. So if Eric would.
Yeah, there's no way I'm gonna fucking beat him in strength.
This is literally the sort of. This is what happens when you put a heavyweight and a lightweight together. When after all these fancy blows done, all Eric's basically done is like grab hold, smack, get smacked, and then goes to the floor. Now hits you on the floor.
Okay.
You've now knocked him prone.
Well, I'm going to try and pin him to the ground so that I can still attack him, but like he can't get back.
Yeah, you've got him knocked prone on the ground. You're standing above him. I think technically you have him. So if you make your next attack, it will be advantage because he's on the ground.
Oh, I feel dirty doing this, but fine.
You'll have advantage, just so you know.
I'm going to kick him in the rib. An arm straight to the rib.
Yep.
Apparently you can't roll more than a 1 on damage, Foss.
Really not.
No, it's if you're not proficient with unarmed strike, it's always a 1 plus your strength. It's only when you get proficiency that you can actually add D4 to it, basically.
Well, that's both my attacks used there, I believe.
Cool. Anything else? Bonus actions, other actions, class features before we move on to Edgar?
No, not this time.
Cool. Edgar, you're now knocked prone, pinned to the ground, getting kicked in the ribs. What do you do?
Yeah. This was the one thing that I never really managed to deal with. I'm going to try to basically, with the palm of my hand, I'm going to try to hit him in the nose twice. With disadvantage because I'm 23. 9, I guess. That's fine. I'm going to use key again and try to do flurry. 19.
Yep.
And 10 doesn't hit. So 2 with the palm of my fist, and then I'm going to try to kick you in the back twice. So only one of them with only one of the knees will connect. And he's going to have his kind of hands around close to his head, just so he can avoid taking hits on his head. And that's it.
Cool. Anyway.
Okie dokie. So what position is Edgar in at this point? Are you half standing, still down?
No, I'll be on the floor. So basically, I'm guessing it's going to be like a full mount.
Cool.
You'll be on top of him. Yeah.
Just going to go for 2 direct hits to the face. In fact, no, you're covering your face, so you wouldn't. You would go for 1 for the lower body, and then probably 1 coming up towards the chin. So, first one, lower body.
23 hit.
So it'll be a 6 again. Second one, 21 hit.
21 hits.
And back to you.
Same. I'm just going to do 2 attacks. Again, I'm going to try to punch you in the face twice. And I'm not going to flurry. I'm just going to take a normal attack pass. Yeah. I'm going to try to punch you in the face twice and knee you in your kidney.
Am I running off the 14s there or the 1922?
No, 11, 14, 14. Because it's
No hit.
disadvantage.
Yeah, no hits.
None of them hit, yeah.
Yep. That you?
Yeah, that's my turn too. Sorry.
Okay, you guys are just like slapping the shit out of each other back and forth to the point where the guys in the crowd are going, okay, we've kind of getting bored out of our fucking minds here. Can either one of you do something fucking useful instead of like tickling each other?
This isn't a fight to the death. This is a fight to see what he can do.
No, kind of slump back in the chair, like, all right, fine, carry on.
At this point, I'm going to turn to Edgar and go, I've seen what I need to see, Edgar. And I'm getting really annoyed with the peanut gallery. And for your notes, if you need them in the future, this is how I deal with things. I deal with things the old way. There's no magic, mysticism, or knowledge behind it. If it doesn't want to cooperate, I'll either make it cooperate, or I'll make it stop being in my way.
Thank you for sharing. Miss Elspeth and Miss Cloud, it seems, follow a slightly different approach.
They're probably what you would call, for lack of a better phrase, they're close to being a conscience when it comes to certain things, as well as my intellect with a lot of things. I'm not entirely stupid, but I'm also not the smartest thing on the planet. I'm then going to stand up and put my hand out as if to help Edgar up.
Boo! Stop talking and get fighting.
I'll take his hand
that
again.
man over there. He's fucking right. Stop talking and fucking hit one another. You see the guys are starting to get a bit restless in the crowd.
Mr. Eret, if you would like, we can potentially use the blunt ends of our weapons for the last couple of rounds.
If you're okay with that.
I'm absolutely fine with that.
As you guys are talking, right, discussing this last bit, watching the crowds all starting to get a sour, bit of sour attitude here. Tom notices something very familiar just start to appear at the corner of his vision. Walking towards the little object in front of the pew. All the acquaintance of his.
Which one?
Is it in case the thing's not big enough?
Oh shit! I was looking. Oh fucking raccoon! I'm gonna start chasing that shit.
You going for him?
Yeah, I'll jump in the barrier. I might just guide and bolt him from here.
Okay, fire off a guiding bolt.
What 27.
14 points radiant damage. Okay, so as these guys are discussing, okay, we've had a little, fisticuff, but these guys are getting annoying. So why don't we switch to our weapons and kind of get this over with? Over your shoulder, you just see Tom leap over the barrier and his Pope robes upon the sight of this familiar-looking raccoon and guiding bolts him right there. At that point, everyone kind of goes, okay, fuck they two. This is going to be interesting. And they just turn their gaze around and just watch this raccoon getting belted with this radiant bolt. He shakes it off. It's now got that kind of radiant glow going about it. Looks up, sees who you are. Remember, Shane goes, oh, fuck, not you again. Reaches down, gets into a little satchel at his side. Pulls out a blunderbuss.
Wait, what?
Did I fucking told you, stay away from my scraps? And he just lets off a shot with the blunderbuss.
Oh my god. He's strapped.
There's a 16 hit.
I don't know. Let me check. Yeah.
I'm
Yeah,
gonna
16 hit.
I'm gonna cutting words it.
Okay, what do you say with cutting words?
I'm fairly sure rodents shouldn't be able to carry guns, and I'm definitely sure they shouldn't be able to talk.
You see, you're just gonna drop them going, hey, who you fucking calling a rodent?
So that takes a 3 off of that, so it takes it down to a 13.
Yeah, that misses.
Distracts him long enough as they're gonna go off target a little bit. Fires off the blunderbuss, which fires off a big nasty looking slug, goes right through the rope, and hits like the trash can.
Who knew? Apparently rodents can't aim either.
Oh yeah, we got a wise chick here, and he starts loading up the bus again. Just like quick, trying to reload it. So
All right.
the main dude's like, oi, fucking pair of you, right? You little shit, pointing at you, Tom, was no arcade and fucking magic, right? None of that shit happens here unless it's in the ring. And you little bastard, pointing at the raccoon, I told you no firearms in here. Not after last time. No, sod off.
I do need to point out I didn't use magic, I just distracted him with my wit.
I wasn't talking to you, darling. I was talking to the fucking little goblin over there.
I'm an archbishop. I'll have you know.
But if you're fucking archbishop, I'm probably a princess, dude. Piss off. Both of you.
I'm sorry, Your Majesty.
It'd be your grace, not your majesty.
Oh, my apologies. And Tom will just climb back up where Cloud.
At this point, gentleman in the back goes, all right. You just hear his footsteps coming in the stand. I think I have a solution that will help all of us kind of resolve the situation nice and peacefully. And that is by getting the raccoon and the goblin sort their shit out in the ring. It kind of does that whole sort of like turn around with the arms like going, does that sound like a fair enough idea to everybody?
I'm in. What about those two? And he'll point at Era and fucking whatever his name is.
Edgar.
Edgar.
They kind of look at him and just says, well, they can go get a fucking room the way they're gone. All that foreplay nonsense, fucking tickling each other and grapple nonsense. Ugh. No one's interested in that. But you know what? A goblin and a raccoon? Hey, until we get some proper fights going on, that's about as entertaining as we're going to get down here. What do you think, Jimmy? I'm not Jimmy. I'm not Jimmy, I'm Brad. Jimmy's the other guy. Oh, I'm sorry, you all look like you try to be fucking. You know what? We'll not have this discussion right now. These two. Right. Okay, fair enough. What do you say, boys? The raccoon just looks at you and goes, starts cracking its knuckles. Oh, I'll have this little pointy nose little scavenging bastard. Give me a chance. He starts kind of like almost gnarling teeth at you.
Is there a prize pot? I need some funds. Give me a prize pot, and I will show this raccoon who's boss.
Make a persuasion check.
Sorry, I don't know why I got advantage on 16.
Hang on. Goes into a nearby cash pot and just takes a handful out. 113 gold pieces to the winner.
All right, let's do this.
Pulls out the money, puts it in a little satchel, ties the satchel up, puts it on the ground. He's like, okay, can the lovebirds get the fuck out of the ring and let the little ones show you how it's proper done?
You want us out? We're out. That's fine. Cloud, can I have my sword back? Because we were just about to start using them.
Yeah, it's just a gesture to how it's just literally just sticking into the wood of the benches.
And it's going to take it out and like just kind of clean off the bottom bit with a cloth. Just better care. Sorry.
And Edgar will take his 2 daggers and, well, kunais, and then have them ready with.
Elspeth is just going to reach over to Eret and just tap him on the shoulder and cast a level 1 Cure Wounds.
Woo.
10 hit points.
Okay. If Tom would like to roll initiative, if he's really wanting to go for this.
This is so stupid.
I know. How did we get to this? Okay, first up, Merkin's just going to stand there with his claws out. Just going to step back, circle around. I told you to leave us caps alone, but you wouldn't fucking listen to me, would you? You'll start making his approach. And he's going to start trying to claw you. Way to hit.
Yeah, that is.
Four points slashing damage. Second claw attack. 22 to hit.
Yeah.
5 points slashing damage. Your turn.
All right. I'm gonna bonus action spiritual weapon, and a giant kind of ethereal boot is going to appear, like right behind the raccoon, and then just kick him straight up the arse.
Go for it.
22.
You give him Das Boot up the ass. It's a spiritual weapon. Roll the damage, 6 points of
6
damage.
points damage, and then that was my bonus action. So yeah, the spiritual weapon's going to remain like in that spot behind. And then as my action, I'm going to invoke duplicity. Just come to the other side. There's another one of me right there.
At which
That's
point
gonna
you
be my
look like you're confused. Like, what the fuck? Yeah, his turn. He's gonna try and back the fuck away. So, attack of opportunity if you want to take it.
Oh yeah, with the spiritual weapon. Oh no, with
Yeah.
me. Yeah.
Oh, yeah. You can just, like, club him.
Yeah, I've got Warcaster, so I can spiritual weapon him, can't I? No, I can do anything. Oh, okay, yeah. I'm just gonna cast banishment on him.
Okay. Is the save for banishment?
Just sending it to the chat now.
It's a charisma save.
Just a quick point of order as well. I think the spiritual weapon was behind the raccoon, so couldn't move back unless he moved down.
Yeah, it was. Yeah, he would have moved down.
Charisma save.
Oh yeah, he makes a save.
He's a very charismatic raccoon. Okay, he's going to go into his little satchel, muttering as he does it. He's got a little tinderbox in one hand, and what little red cylinders in the other. Starts shooting at sparks at the top of it and goes, "Let's see how clever you are now, Pope boy. Can you make me a dex save, please?" "14 points fire damage as this little firecracker looking thing just comes up and right in your face. And that's the end of his turn.
All right. Bonus action, move the boot up to where he is, and give him a good.
Go ahead. "13 does not hit."
I think I get advantage. When both you and your illusion are with him. Oh no, yeah, with Amphi. Never mind. All right, that's my bonus action. Regular action. I'm gonna just the illusion will move up to there, and then I'll move around to the other side to get advantage. And I'm gonna hit him with my shoe chuck.
Cool. So no one's actually seen these in action yet, but he actually just pulls out like a pair of just right old shoes tied together by really long laces, and he starts using them like nunchucks. Yeah, that definitely hits.
Oh, just one. So 6.
6 points. Oh, and he looks like he's looking a little rough on the edges. Now your turn.
That's it.
Okay, at that point, with both the duplicates and this book, he's just kind of looking at it like, all this over a bunch of scraps. You couldn't just let me have them? Really? Really? And who uses a shoe as a spiritual weapon? Come on, who? Really?
I take the scrap game very seriously.
And with that, he's going to try and claw you again. With disadvantage because the duplicate. Is that a thing?
No, I don't think he does.
Nah, I was trying to think of it. I was trying to figure out what one is the new one. But 23 you hit then?
Yeah, that hits.
This is a very high rolling raccoon. Six points slashing damage. And you attack one more time. And that's an utter fail. Your turn.
All right. Obviously, the boot is attacking. Yeah, I get advantage because me and my duplicate are both within 5 foot of it, so 25.
Okay. Once again, swift kick. And Raccoon here is looking. Yep, he's on his proverbial last legs here.
And then it's kind of Tom's specialty at this point, so he's just gonna touch him on the head and just say, "Sorry, raccoon boy," and then just pop him with an inf.
Yep, 21 hit.
Second level.
There you go. Do that.
21. Just tap him on his head and just say, "Sorry, raccoon boy, it's over." Just spike him full of energy until he's just on the floor, foot twitching, and then he will immediately spare the dying on the raccoon.
You tap him on the head, the ears just rolled in, eyes go, just roll back, and down he goes. And then you spare the dying on him.
Yeah, I don't
At
want
that
to
point,
kill him.
yeah, at that point, everyone in the crowd goes, "See, that's how you fucking do it!" Way, you know, kind of like just give you sort of like a half-hearted round of applause. Yeah, well, good, fucking going.
Yeah, Tom will just kind of say, "Don't thank me. Thank Saint Hubbins, the patron saint of quality footwear. Your worship would be appreciated."
Okay, at that point, the older gentleman who kind of coaxed that little situation comes forward with your little prize bag. He goes, "Here you are, my son."
Ah, thank you, my child.
He goes, "You've got a really interesting group with you right now. And you're not too bad a little scrapper yourself."
Oh, yeah. Well, me and this raccoon have had a vendetta for a while, so um, it's quite nice to settle the score, isn't it?
Oh, I know that feeling. Tell me something,
Yeah.
boy. If you ever need a little bit extra cash and blowing a bit off steam, you and your friends stop by. We have a little chat. Both sides make gold. Keep it in mind.
Oh, thank you very much. Yeah, I am looking. I'm in the market for some cash. What's your name?
Just call me Charlie. He puts his hand up.
Oh, yeah. Tom will put his hand out and shake it, and he would do what Treevy did and do side to side because he kind of thinks that might be the thing now. He says, "No, oh, thank you, Charlie. It's very nice to meet you."
Likewise, Tom. Brad, you want to kind of see to this? At that point, the guy you dealt with initially. I need the boss. Comes over and says, "Right, well, next time you come in, any of you that's come down here, want to have a little bit of throw a few fists, chuck a few spells around. You want to talk to me or you talk to Charlie?" And
Will
seeing as
do.
how you got a key, you might as well just make use of it whenever you can. All right? Now, if you'll excuse us, and he just grabs like the raccoon by the ankles and just starts dragging him out of the pit.
I just kind of Tom would just walk back to the group, not too fussed about what happened. Like it's not really a big deal. Just say, Charlie over there says we can earn some money.
Yeah, you want to be careful get making money that way, but it's definitely an option. Good fight, by the way.
Oh, thank you. I've never really been in a proper fight before, but it was fun.
Well, you held your own quite well. Only a few good tricks up your sleeve.
That's kind of my thing, isn't it? Tricks and stuff. I like playing little tricks. It's good fun.
So then, if everybody is happy with what's happened, maybe, what is our next protocol?
Whatever you guys want, I learned all I needed to learn.
Didn't we have the circus or the boat thing?
The boat is tomorrow night. Could do the circus if you feeling up for it.
Yeah,
I
as long
thought
as you don't think I'm gonna have to use too many spells, because I just used quite a
Cloud looks to Elizabeth. Are you still interested or not?
I'm up for it if the rest of the group are. Wherever we go, I suggest we get out of here before they try and pit you and me against each other.
Well, that would be an interesting fight.
I'd love to see Cloud lose that quick.
Well, considering they were calling what Eret and Edgar were doing foreplay, I'd hate to see their reactions to you and me. With a wink.
I'm pretty sure we'll get a bigger crowd though.
Probably.
But yes, it will turn to sort of Eret, Trevi, and Edgar. So we have an option of going to a unique circus if you're interested.
Is this the Stalker Circus?
It is.
I thought we weren't going to the creepy Stalker Circus.
Well, a few of the people we sent to it last night came back and seemed fine, and said it was definitely something to behold. So we know people can come back from it not without any issues, hopefully.
I'll go if you guys are going, but say I didn't say.
Is this the sort of circus where they have animals?
Maybe, we're not exactly sure. They did have 3 gnomes in a trench coat.
Yeah, I'm a really bendy man.
True.
Sold. You had me at trench coat.
I'm always up for learning about new things. This seems like an interesting venture.
Well then, and Cloud will pull out, how many tickets is it? 6 tickets off of the reel he's got, and hand a ticket out to everybody and say, all you have to do is write your name on the back of the ticket.
Anyone got
Anyone got what, sorry?
like a pencil or a quill or ink or something?
I will pull out my automatic writing quill.
And I'll pull out my ink and inkwell.
Why am I just imagining like
Can
a
someone-
double table?
Can someone write my name? Because I cannot write.
I will hand my automatic writing quill over to Trevi and go, just say what you want it to write and it'll write it for you.
Oh, wow. Does anybody know how to spell tree?
You don't even need to know how to spell it, you just need to say the word and the quill will write it. I have it for the exact reason that you currently need it.
Lovely. Thank you. And I'll just say tree.
And the quill hesitates for a second, and then just writes out Trevi in the back of your ticket. And everyone else all fills in their names eventually.
I'll take my quill back and get it to write Elspeth.
Yeah, it's floating around, just doing it whenever by your command. So it's going back and forth. And once all the names are all done, the color of the ink turns to a really deep purple as the tickets have now been essentially authenticated. And the image on the front starts to change into a little arrow. Almost done like it's like it's been three-dimensional and kind of Harry Potter style moving image, just kind of points out the way as if like go back to the surface.
Cloud starts heading that direction, following the arrow.
Elspeth will follow.
Falling.
Following.
Yeah, I'm on my way.
I also follow.
Cool. You just leave the cellar up through the storage area out into the open kind of storage facility. So you see similar sight to what Elspeth and Cloud seen the other night, with the entranceway just randomly appeared nearby, with this time Bendy being the one emitting interest for people. Well, hello, friends! With like almost like inhumanly large grin on his face. Nice to see you can join us.
Yes, well, we had nothing better to do this evening, so why not?
Well, by all means, bring your tickets up and prepare your donation.
And Cloud will sort of step up, but step to the side to let everybody go through. And as people hand their tickets in, Cloud will give Bendy a gold coin and pull out a vial of Copy's blood and drop a droplet of blood for him.
See, now you're a clever one. People usually get squeamish with this thing, and you see the little device he's got that collects the blood, just kind of just like every time you drop a little bit, this goes nope, 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 just for each individual person.
At this point,
you'll unclip the front end of the barrier, and we'll gesture you all to go through when you're ready.
Tom will go in like very excited.
Eric's gonna follow after Tom, like a parent does. Then no.
Edgar will kind of wait for Eret to go in and then kind of follow behind Eret.
Trivial running underneath Edgar's legs, like through him to get to behind Eret.
Cloud will link his arms with Elsbeth and go, well, looks like we've got babysitters for the kids.
Yes, it does. It'll be a nice change.
And he will lead them in.
Oh, as you lead them in, you see there are people of all shapes and sizes in this kind of round auditorium-like setup they've got here. As you walk through and suddenly realise you're in a different place than what you were prior to entering the barrier. Come back and the barrier is gone.
Cloud heads along and finds a good set of seats to sit in, unless Tom and that lot have already ran into a set of seats.
Oh, as you all find yourself seats, DM's going to disappear for like 2 seconds and move back, so keep yourselves amused whilst you find your seats.
I killed a raccoon.
I'm very proud of you.
Why?
He's an evil raccoon. He
I
had a
don't
gun.
believe that any raccoon is evil. Oh my goodness.
Yeah, you missed that, didn't you? Yeah, he pulled a gun on me.
Pulled a fucking blunderbuss and then threw a small grenade at you.
Rocket Raccoon. But
I'm
not-
sure he had his reasons.
Stay strapped or get clapped. I think that was his reason.
Unfortunately, I think he got clapped.
By the way, Tom, you should probably check yourself for rabies.
Oh, he already has it.
Yeah, more than likely. I think I've got a spell.
Can I cast detect rabies?
DM is currently busy.
Result riddled.
Oh.
Result quarantine. Just gonna look at Cloud and Elton and go, why is it you two get to have a nice date, whereas I get stuck with the kids?
Because when you were off finding one of them, we were babysitting the other one.
It's the buddy system. I've got my buddy.
Why are my buddies the ones that want the cotton candy?
Who says I don't want cotton candy? Thank you very much.
You know what
I have
cotton
actually
candy is.
passed.
Sorry, what did you say, Eric?
You know what cotton candy is. They're only gonna want it when they see it.
One of my powers is that I can smell sugar from a mile away.
Why aren't you in a coma right now? We're in a circus.
Senses just explode with sugar.
I have that power in real life. It's called diabetes.
I just watched her walk back and just said,
If it makes you feel better, our diabetic friend the other day picked up cough syrup and went, "I can't have this. Why? It has 3 types of sugar. It'll just kill me instead of curing my cold."
Oh, we were at a wedding the other day, and Sam was drinking this punch, and it was full of sugar. I was really worried.
Yeah, I also did a lot of other things that would fuck me up, so I wasn't super fast.
Go hard or go home.
I went home.
This is true.
Did I tell you where we fucking got like I had to get out of the car and like wade through water to get Liam's car.
Why?
I don't know, but we got out and there was this like huge like lake in front of us and there was another car in it. So I like got out to see if they were okay and I was like, is it okay to come through? And they were like, yeah, there's a rally coming through, but you're all right. It was weird.
Weird. Is Scott back?
I'm back, yeah. I came in halfway through.
I cast Detect Poison and Disease to see whether Tom has rabies. Is that cool?
Yeah, you do so, and nothing harmful. Maybe a minor infection, if anything. So, yeah, can be cured up with a bit of ointment and a bandage.
It doesn't just come up with origin.
Patient 0.
This is so true.
But yeah, on that note, you guys are gonna take your places in the circus, which, if you'll excuse me while I get rid of Zeraku and one of the Toms. We'll just recycle most of this since I'm a lazy bastard. The shoe can stay. Because why not? Give us an on the mantelpiece.
It's that one homeless guy in the corner shoe.
Hmm.
Oh my god, Tom's gonna mental breakdown his own shoes.
Okay, so the lights in this oversized circus tent, these all entered, go to almost pitch black. You just see shadows moving around. It's very, very quiet, apart from the kind of scattered whisperings of the audience. Some of them are very unsettled. Others are trying to be try to put on the brave face where you can tell just with the kind of undertones that they're shitting themselves right now. Just behind Treevy, you see a set of spectral hands start to appear. Little moth boy turns around, it's like almost as big as its face. And he starts to retreat into Treevy's hair, just like.
I will shuffle just a little bit closer to Cloud.
You're just gonna have Eric with his hand on the sword.
Just the hand gets just about to like touching this. It's a Treevy's face. You just see it morph into a face, and this goes, boo. The lights all come on. There's like almost like firecracker, like pew, pew. And in the middle of the now arena in front, there's like this large spotlight appears, and descending from the top of the tent, you can just hear those booming voices. Ladies and gentlemen of all races and creeds, you just see this large round thing just start to descend. I bid you all welcome to the Circus Macabre. Of all your planar lights and dislikes, you'll never be aware of such marvelous attractions as me and my colleagues are about to show. And you just see this large singular eye in the middle of this thing just starting to appear with you. It's this large creature with multiple smaller eyes. Start from the top. Peeking out from little side holes, a giant, almost like top hat, like piece of clothing on it. And oddly, it has this overcoat-like structure for its round form. It goes off into tails, like a tailcoat. As the ringmaster now takes into position, you just see at the sides of the ring, little panels on the ground just kind of unfold down, and out come a set of manticores. And these things look hungry. For our first act this evening, we need some volunteers. And the large round creature in the middle just starts to kind of eye up the audience with his big grin on its face.
I'm gonna start just being obviously very excited, but I'm gonna start kind of nudging Edgar towards the. And he said about volunteer.
Does Edgar
Cloud.
respond?
Cloud cast Mage Hand and just had it pointing at Eret and Edgar above them.
Does Elspeth notice the mage hand above Edgar and Eret?
I would say you would, yeah.
She will murmur to Cloud, you know, if you do that, we'll lose our babysitters.
It instantly disappears.
It does, actually. Because when the large creature turns around, you notice that the mage hand, whilst it's pointing down, just starts to fade out of view as its eyes now set on the group. And like both of Finding Nemo just goes, "Hello, I think we have our volunteers. Come on up," and you just see these kind of zenny suit wearing guys just kind of just like appear out of nowhere and just start ushering these to the front.
Reluctantly, Edgar will kind of step forward. He doesn't like to partake in these sort of things, but he'll step forward and in order to observe firsthand what's going to happen.
Eret's being stubborn.
You see one of them, he's got like, almost like a picnic basket, and he's kind of taking out scoops of stuff and just kind of like just chucking it over the volunteers.
Could have turned to everyone and go, if those manticores tried to bite us, I will kill them both.
I'm sure you'll be fine. Trust me.
If Edgar's being ushered onto the stage, he's going to take a good look at the manticores and the beholders because he's never seen them in person, but he's kind of read extensively about them.
Cool. At this point, you guys are being led to here and to here. Just give me a second. The holder. Now the big guy is just kind of sitting there with this big evil grin on well, almost evil like grin on his face, and you can see the manticores are just sitting there salivating at you. The little platform you're on in the middle just starts to kind of almost start to feel as if it's getting warmer, and a little circular plate kind of pops up with you guys still in the middle. Almost looks like a frying pan from a distance. And the manticores are just starting to move slowly forward.
I'm going to kind of whisper to Eret saying, Mr. Eret, have you been in a situation like this before?
What answer would make you feel better?
The truth, I would hope.
That won't make you feel better right now. I'm going to reach for my sword.
As you reach for it, the beholder just sits there with the smell almost getting to like cartoonish proportions now. Ladies and gentlemen, let the show commence this evening. And then again, the manticores are just looking at each other and see you guys in the middle. one last time their eyes meet. And they start to just like go to half pace and then full on charge towards the middle. Eric, Edgar, what do you wish to do?
No, I'm drawing my sword.
I'll start clutching both my kunais and behind my back and just kind of be ready, following at Eric's lead.
Okay. As the manticores get right up on top, suddenly from behind the audience, like Cloud, Elspeth, and Treevee, and Tom all feel this kind of whoosh of air, and suddenly both Eric and Edgar are swept off their feet, turn their heads slightly, and they see there's a group of trapeze artists that have just kind of scooped them up. But they're not regular humanoid trapeze artists. What you see got you in their kind of grip, and you can tell by the kind of silk-like substance that they're using as trapeze ropes. These purple-skinned humanoid-esque shape, but with giant mandibles and 8 eyes apiece. Creatures that you probably would have heard some whispers about in both your travels. Entacaps is what they're believed to be called. I've just scooped you all up and are now swinging up in the rafters with these. And the crowd's kind of like an awkward sort of like, yay, I guess that was fun. And the beholder is just sitting there laughing, thinking that, oh, they thought they were going to get eaten. Ah. And you guys are basically just getting passed back and forth mid-air with these entacaps. How do you react?
I'm just taking everything in. This is fascinating. There's nothing written about circuses in my book.
Eric's not got a clue what to do. He's just kind of like, Please call again later. Eric is not home.
Would anyone else react in any particular way to watching their friends being scooped up by these humanoid spider creatures and tossed about like ragdolls in midair?
Cloud was sort of like get a little bit nervous at first, and then once they got like taken away into the air, then you would like start laughing, shouting, and like whistle and hoot and whatnot.
After a few more moments of getting passed around midair, the entacaps kind of bring you up to where the ringmaster is as he floats up to the middle and goes, oh, what good sports you all are, and kind of just gets really uncomfortably close with his giant, massive like jaw and eye just bearing down on you and going, why so serious? Look, gonna be fun. Fun. Oh, and you might want to tense up a little bit because one of his eye snacks gonna just points down the way. Look down, there's no net. Just then the cap's gonna go look and sink to the giant eyeball as he blinks twice. They let you go. Cue the acme noise. As you guys start tumbling towards the floor. Anyone in the audience wish to react or do anything of such?
I don't have anything I can do, so nope.
I've got slow fall, so I'm gonna try to use my clothes as a kind of means to make like a makeshift parachute under my arms. So just kind of get a bit of air resistance in.
Okay, you start a slow fall, Eric. Pretty much meeting maximum velocity right now as he's heading straight towards the ground. Suddenly, there's like a Doctor Strange style like ring appear and goes down through it, where he would have hit the floor. It closes up, and right next to Cloud, portal appears, and down he comes with a bit of a thud, but nothing he can't handle. Eric's back on his seat. And Edgar, you float back to the bottom, land in the middle of the ring, and look what's still in the ring, and still very hungry.
I'm gonna kind of look around and look at them. Again, just kind of taking it in because, like, I don't know what the hell's happening.
And just as the Manticores are rolling up to attack, and just start getting all the kind of spike spirals that they've got ready to go, ready to shoot forward, a couple of tiefling beast tamers come out and kind of go, right, okay, that's enough for you guys, and kind of just like shoot them off with like spears back in the little holding pens, and the pens shut over. The ringmaster calls out, goes, Act 1 is complete. Feel free to go around the fairgrounds and have some fun before the next act begins. Until then, you see one of his eye stalks shoots a disintegration beam off randomly. And I would like all characters present to roll me a d20, please. Just a straight d20 roll. Okay, as the random shot of disintegration goes off, suddenly it sounds like a giant balloon had just popped. And down, it initially goes for Trevi. And the angle isn't quite right as she tries to reach up for it and gets scudded with this box. And it comes down with a mighty bit of a thud. And you take 12 points bludgeoning damage as this box just nearly concusses you. Little moth boy manages to kind of like flutter off and return to your shoulder just after the box hits you. As the box kind of bounces on the ground, lands next to Edgar.
Can I pick it up?
Yeah, you pick it up.
Is it just a random box?
Doesn't appear to be anything suspicious. It's just a locked little box.
I'll take it and walk up to everyone saying, I think this is what fell from up above.
The lights in the tent all come up to full now, and the audience starts to kind of filter out to like entry points which are now opened up.
Cloud just pats Eric on the back. So, you alright then, my friend?
It's cats that land on their feet, not dragons.
You did a pretty good work. You didn't land on your feet, but you landed on your ass.
You're enjoying this a little bit too much.
It's just a bit of fun. Enjoy yourself.
You watch the kids, I'll go enjoy myself.
but I'm pretty sure you're becoming quite attached to them. Or at least they're coming attached to you.
I can't argue with you there.
Tom will just kind of go to Treevy and say, "You okay? Something fell on your head."
Yeah, it was. I don't know what it was. It's not the first time.
Do you need healing, or are you okay?
I wouldn't mind a bit of healing. I mean, no, it's fine. It's fine. I'll walk it off.
Okay, to yourself.
I appreciate it,
Yeah, it's okay.
but I am very brave.
Oh, okay.
Just didn't hurt.
You will notice Tom's kind of distracted, kind of searching the floor for discarded popcorn and stuff like that.
Can I help him look?
Cool, both of you roll investigation checks if you wish. Tom's not having much luck, but Treevy finds a full bag of popcorn that was pretty much dropped in this weird substance that looks kind of fluffy and pink and attached to a stick.
I am gravitating towards this, and I'll give the pop to Tom. Is it scrappy?
Sick scraps. Tom just goes mad on the scrap. Kind of looking up at Eric, like, what are we doing next?
I'm going to look at Tom and then going to look back to Cloud and indicate to Tom going,
Yes, Eric. What are we doing next?
You brought us here, you choose. Apparently, it's your date night and I brought my kids along.
Cloud will look to Elizabeth. Shall we have a look around then?
Sounds good to me.
Does Treevy pick up on the saltiness of Rat's state?
Make me a perception check. Cool. You think initially it was a popcorn that had the saltiness, but you can kind of get the undertone that, yeah, that was a bit much.
Treevy's going to go for a little wander then. Treevy doesn't want to be a burden anymore. So she's take off for a little wander.
Does Elspeth notice Treevy wandering off?
With perception as high as hers, she would notice.
I'm gonna call Treevy. Don't wander off, darling. We don't want to lose anybody. Come back here. And she'll put her arm around her shoulder and go, "Come hang with me for a bit." And as she puts her arm around her shoulder, she's gonna subtly cast Cure Wounds as well.
Cool.
Only 5 hit points, but it's something.
Oh, I feel very sprightly all of a sudden.
How about we have some girly time?
I don't want to be a burden. You just enjoy your day.
You will never be a burden. You're fun to be around. Come on, we're a group. Eric was just being
is
grumpy
this-
because he almost lost a fight.
Is this stuff edible? This pink stuff?
I assume you're pointing to cotton candy.
Yes. Most of the stuff I eat is green.
It is edible. Do you want me to go and get you some?
Oh, I have some. I found it on the floor.
Let's not eat stuff off the floor. We can get you
He
some.
does it, and then she points at Tom.
Yes, actually, Tom, on that note, now you've shown the raccoon who's boss, you don't really need to eat scraps anymore. So you can both eat normal food and not eat stuff off the floor.
But if I don't eat it, who's going to eat it?
Me.
No, not you. We've had this discussion. I'm sure we had this discussion earlier today. The plants and the smaller creatures like the rats and the mice can't take their food away because then they'll all die.
The streets are a war zone, and I am at war.
But you are not on the streets anymore.
And he'd just stuff his hand into the bag of popcorn and stuff as much as he can in his mouth.
What are we going to do with you two, honestly? Please, for me, stop eating off the floor.
Can I find a nearby animal? Yeah, is there an animal nearby, or do I have to cast conjure woodland creatures? Actually, I'm going to cast conjure woodland creatures to to clean up this popcorn and cotton candy.
Cool. As you conjure woodland creatures, a bunch of little squirrels just appear out of nowhere and start approaching from all sides.
And
No,
actually,
you
I'm
just-
also going to cast animal friendship, just because I want to be friends with the animal.
Cool. You now have a bunch of squirrel companions.
Yes. What a fantastic use of my spell slots.
You didn't actually have to cast animal friendship. The summon woodland creatures already says that the animals are friendly to you.
Oh yeah, cool. Now they're double friendly. It's like in The Sims.
Just don't go full Civ 5 with Gandhi.
Cool. As Treevy's now surrounding herself with a platoon's worth of squirrels. Is there anyone else want to do anything?
Edgar's just watching this completely amazed. Like, who are these people and how on earth did they save an entire city?
Technically, only 2 of them saved the city.
The greatest two, obviously.
Tom saved the save.
Nope.
Ow!
Tom saves your soul, not the city.
Did you mean that to be a pun or not?
Yes. Now I do.
He did.
Elspeth is going to look around and see what there is to do outside of the circus tent.
As you go out, suddenly, whether it was just like nothingness, is now an entire like carnival fairgroundy atmosphere. with little pop-up tents and stalls everywhere. The mother still partly, some of them are more at ease than what they were initially when they came here. Kind of other people that have been brought along to the circus are all kind of mingling around. There's little booths, there's performers kind of just wandering amongst. There's all sorts of weird as fuck creatures kind of just wandering about the area as well.
Elspeth's probably going to pop her hood up, just feeling a little bit uncomfortable with how many people there are in this circus. But just look to see what sort of fun activities we can take the kids to do.
Nearby, there's a little booth with a white fur tabaxi with an eye patch. That's 3 crossbows set up, chained to the desk. This is the kind of first attraction you come to. There's another one that's like the giant kind of tower thing with the bell on it, with the pad in front with a warhammer, just kind of buried in the ground next to it. Just essentially think anything you'll see at a fairground is now pretty much here, with the weird as fuck creatures kind of just like intermingled around.
I'll point out a couple of options for the guys and go, so do you want to try your hand at some kind of test that I'm sure tends to be rigged? There's rides we can go on. There's other things to do. What are you all fancying?
I shall go where everyone wants to go.
That looks fairly interesting. Pointing at the shooter game, basically.
Well, you're an adult. You're perfectly capable of going over there by yourself and playing. You don't need my permission. I was more talking to the younger people of the group.
Cloud will raise an eyebrow to that.
Edgar will walk away towards the shooting gallery, basically.
Eric's going to put his hand up because, technically I'm one of the younger members of the group, right?
Technically, you're all younger to me, dear.
I'm also pretty sure that closer to Trevi's age.
I'm pretty sure you're all closer to Trevi's age.
I'm going to go hit something with a hammer.
Cloud's gonna go join Edgar at the shooting range.
Cool. Edgar and Cloud are going to the shooting range. Eric's going to the strength test.
I'm going to turn around to the group and go, you guys want to come to the strength test? Pretty sure that hammer probably weighs the same as Tom.
Trevi doesn't answer, but is fixated on like flexing her biceps.
I think Trevi is going to be stronger than me at this. Let's go. What we doing?
I think our DM's crashed.
Oh, sorry, I was fixing something there. Okay, so first up, let's go to the shooting gallery and see how you guys get on. The tabaxi just sees you all both approaching, going, well, now we've got ourselves some sharpshooters or whatever someone calls you when you're shooting and stuff.
Shite shooter generally.
Xbox player.
Ooh. Probably that.
Call of Duty player.
Fortnite.
Ah,
Oh, that's what they call you people on the planes. Fortniters. Shite shooter. No. Who's up for a go when you kind of get 8 points to the crossbows that are chained to the stand?
How does this game work? Do you just shoot at what's in front of you and you get a reward as the end?
As miraculous as it sounds, yeah, that's exactly it.
How do we know if you've not fixed this challenge, made it so that you would always win?
You can use that sort of like his face kind of drops kind of a little bit. Like, what would the point of cheating you be?
I do not know. I've not done this before.
There's not really much point cheating you here. There's no way you can. You're already here. You're supposed to have fun. So by all means, take a shot and see if you can win anything.
How
And
much is it to play?
Well, he's about to gesture a 1 gold piece and then notices you've got a bot in the box. He goes, well, you could probably use some of those.
I don't know what's this box. It fell out of the top of the tent. I've not had a look myself. But if it's 1 gold piece, I'll put 1 gold piece down.
Oh, if you want, by all means, takes the gold piece, sticks it under the counter. What about yourself, pointing to Cloud?
he'll hold up a finger just like hold on a moment, and he'll go over to Egg and he'll have a look at the box and open it up if he can.
Opens it up.
Sure.
It's basically like carnival tickets. Basically, free use of a certain activity.
He'll pull off one of the tickets and hand it to the bloke with a little bit of a smile and close the box and say, you hold on to that.
So the Vaxi will then pull out a couple of bolts. Goes, there you go, lads, 3 bolts each. Your targets will come in it. And now you look at they see that the stand for the shooting range looks to go beyond what you thought was physically possible for the shooting range. You think, oh, it's a small little thing at the back. No, it's a full-on shooting range at the back. You hit all 3 targets, you get the big prize. You hit 2 targets, you get everything okay. You hit 1, you get a pat in the back and a good old time. Understood?
Understood.
Good.
Gestures to Egg. Would you like to go first?
Thank you. I'll step forward. And are these hand crossbows or like proper crossbows?
Proper crossbows.
So I won't have proficiency. And will it be dex to fire them, right?
Ranged attack, so yes. Okay, so as you step up, as you're taking aim, the Tabaxi will wave his hand over something. A couple little runes glow, and out pops essentially a plains cow.
First shot. 8.
Fire the shot, and it goes wide. It's something that seems to be off in the distance. He goes, oh, unlucky. What about you, my feline friend? And he points to Cloud.
Just double checking something. But yeah, the crossbow is pretty much exactly the same as my short bow, so it's the same roll. And if I'm correct, you said the new class feature bonuses count. You're allowing.
Yeah.
Awesome. Cloud will pick up the crossbow. He's proficient with it, and he will use his uncanny action as a bonus action to take the aim, so he gets advantage on an attack, and then he will take a shot.
Fire your first shot. 22. And down goes the Plains Cow. The bouncing arrows. That's one to you and to you, my friend. And as you guys are getting your next bolts loaded up for the next round, we pop over back to Eric as he's approaching the bell.
Yep.
And as you approach, it's actually a gnome who's in charge of this particular attraction. He goes, step right up, show your strength and might, good old warriors and strength people. And oh, you're a big boy. And just looks at you, just like towering over him.
Test of strength, is it?
Yeah, huh?
How much is it?
1 gold piece.
Take 1 gold piece, hand it to him.
Puts it in his pocket. Gestures to the warhammer.
Any rules?
Kind of looks at the puzzle for a second and goes, you hit it hard, you hit the bell, you win.
Okay,
You
okay.
hit it hard, you don't hit the bell, you don't win.
Two-hander, am I taking a smack at it?
Go ahead. Number 23. Boom. The thing just shoots up like a rocket. Comes just shy of the top.
Ha 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 ha.
And comes back down again. No, guy just looks at you and goes, oh, unlucky, my friend.
Did I come over alone or did anyone actually come with me?
The normal look. Did anyone come with her?
I know Elle didn't. I don't know about the other two.
Didn't Trevi say she was gonna go with Eric?
I guess she did.
I just look at Trevi and go, do you want to have a go?
Yes.
I'll hand another gold piece to the guy and go, let my friend have a shot. They're probably stronger than I am.
By all means.
I'll just gesture to the hammer to Trevi, just, there you go.
What am I rolling? Strength.
Yep. Barely able to lift the actual hammer and just managed to bop it. And just kind of goes, nope. Back down again. The gnome tries not to laugh. But he feels miserably. Sorry. Good effort there. I've seen bigger men and muscular people and all sorts of show off try to do that, and they usually throw the back out. So good on you lifting the hammer. I tell you what, you can have a third shot on the house. Which one do you want to take it?
Do you want to try again, Trevi?
Yeah, sure.
We're not here for anything, we're just here to have fun, so on you go.
Okay, you managed to get a better swing on it this time. Boom. The thing shoots up. And is 2/3 of the way and comes down again.
Can I try and convince him to give my friends another go?
Make a persuasion check.
Can I cast Charm Person?
If you want, you can certainly try. Seven. You'll be taking over and going, yeah, sure, go ahead.
Can I cast Guidance?
I'm not there, I don't think. I'm hanging around my elbow.
Hang on, who's taking the hit? The next one?
Me.
I'll cast Guidance on you.
Go ahead, Eric. Swing, swing, swing.
Oh, and I had to roll low this time.
Add a D4 to that.
Still 18, still lower than I had the last time.
Oh,
Yeah. Still lower.
Mm-mm.
And after that swing, we're going to jump to see what Elspeth and Tom are doing.
I'm gonna look at Tom and go, well, I think it's you and me, so what were you fancying?
I think I've had my fill of challenges today. What do you want to do?
I'm not sure, I've never been to one of these before.
I think you should do one. I think that'd be fun.
I don't think I'm skilled in any of the things these games will need. I doubt I need to charm anybody.
I can help you.
How about we go find a ride of some kind? That seems more up my street.
Okay, whatever you want to do.
I'll look to see what kind of amusement park rides there are.
Cool, you look around and you see what you thought were screams of terror, as in like, holy shit, we're gonna die. In the distance turns out to be some sort of attraction. And it turns out it's like you see like, a hand with a little carriage thing sitting amongst it all with people coming out of it, looking all kind of like dazed and shook up and generally that sort of way after they've been off like a really intense roller coaster.
I'll point it out and go, do you think that looks fun?
Yeah, that kind of looks fun. I've taken a few hits today, and I'm a little bit worried about getting a concussion. But apart from that, yeah, it looks fun.
How about something a little less looking like people have come off a bit shaken up? Should we find something a bit calmer?
Can we find a game where we can win like a prize, so that we can give a prize to somebody?
Yeah, sure. What were you thinking? Have a look, see what you spot.
Oh, I don't know. I don't think they have any shoe related games, but I don't know. Maybe you have a go at one of the hitting the hammer or the crossbow or something.
Oh gosh, no, I'm not going to be any good at either of those.
Please.
I would rather not embarrass myself. How about
You won't, I promise.
can I look round to see if there's something more either Elspeth or Tom's speed? Game wise.
What in particular would Elspeth be looking for?
God only knows. She's convinced there's going to be nothing here that she's going to be good at, so she's just looking to try and placate Tom.
Tom's really pressing hard. He wants you to do one of the games.
Whack-a-mole, hook a duck.
What a
Well-
card game.
Karaoke.
I can help you win a game. We can win a game together.
Thank you, but honestly, I'm fine. How about you go and help Eric win or Cloud win?
They always win.
Not always. Eric's currently looking like he's struggling with that hammer. I'm sure he could do with a guiding hand from St. Hubbins.
All right. He'll put his head down, and his shoulders will droop real low. He'll drag his hand over to where it is. He said, "Do you need some help?"
I wasn't really trying to win, was just trying to enjoy ourselves. Where's Elsbeth gone?
She's over there. She doesn't want to play.
Oh, how about this, Tom? How about you and me go and find a game that we can both play, and we'll win something to give to Elsbeth. How does that sound?
Yeah. Yeah. Okay. That sounds fair.
Well,
Well, if you win a prize on this, do you want to do it again? And I'll make you stronger.
okay, we'll go again then. I just look at the gnome and go, well, there's another gold piece. I'm going again, apparently.
Someone's keen. Takes the coin. Gestures to the hammer.
And I'll kind of touch Eric on the back, and I'll cast enhance ability. I'll give him bull strength, and then I'll guidance him as well, obviously.
What's
So
bull
yes.
strength stat add on?
You roll at
just-
advantage.
Advantage.
Oh, okay. Away I roll. Oh my god, really?
Add a d4.
Still low. It's only 18. Why is it on my own, I can get higher rolls, and the minute someone gives me a buff, my rolls are terrible.
Okay, so you can still have a swing in it. He's going to put you one more freebie, and then that's you're pretty much tapped out for the strength game.
Hey! It's actually still lower than what I originally got.
Plus the guidance. I'm
Oh,
still
so-
going in. I've got my hand on you the whole time.
My hand is also on him. Can he have guidance twice?
2 guidances put me to 29.
Does guidance stack? I don't think it
No,
does.
it doesn't.
You don't have to check the rulebook. It does. It definitely does. I promise. I wouldn't lie to you.
I would believe you, but I smell bullshit out my phone. Yep, strong bullshit.
Can I at
roll a
least
d4.
Can I at least roll deception?
In real life.
Yeah.
I guarantee you, I'll beat that roll. But yeah,
I
roll a
think you already
d4.
have.
Come on, roll a d4. See you get lucky. Come on, I have faith.
You want me to roll the d4?
Someone roll a d4 for the guidance.
The guidance.
Oh my fucking god!
Hey.
You fucking got it, you bastard! With all the effort that went through, the thing goes up, straight up to the top. You're waiting for the ring. There's no ring.
Did that connect?
It did, yeah. Instead, you hear a cracking noise.
Shit.
At which point, a gnome's sitting there with all this excitement. Oh, hang on. And he kind of hurries up behind the stand, pulls a lever, and you see the top of it kind of pops off a little bit, and it swivels round. And it gets to the bottom. What the object was rolls out. It's an egg.
An egg?
Yes.
What size of egg?
Oh, you know, but size of a keg.
Oh no.
I just realised what I've done here. So the egg is the size of a keg.
Keg egg.
Sounds like a Dr. Seuss book.
Okay. Here's the thing. I'm going to toss a coin right now, and that's the only kind of way I can fairly do this. And then I'm going to ask Foss to roll me a d6, re-rolling on a 6. Okay, so I'm going to do right. Heads is for chromatic. Tails is for metallic. I can't believe I'm about to do this.
I don't want to actually be a dad, okay?
Okay, tails is metallic. Roll me a d6.
4.
Out of this egg cracks forth no wings, even though for a small size, quite muscular shouldered, a guard drake. A brass guard drake.
Oh my god!
It's only a little baby one, but it's going to grow. And it just looks up at you and just kind of goes, and just fires a little smoke puff at you. And then I'm going to goes, oh my god, you got it. Well,
I'm just in awe at it.
This thing's almost the same size as the gnome. He goes, well, congratulations, sir, you're now an ad. And he just kept jokingly going to go, eh?
I'm just going to do this, put both my hands on my side and just point at the other two of them going, already am. I'm going to look at Tom and Treevy and go, you now have a brother or a sister. I haven't found out yet.
At that point, you see the gnome kind of get like a large buckle and put it around a little harness thing for it. And hand you the lead for it. There you go.
Sweet!
You now have a baby Drake.
What's
brass. Drake. Oh my god.
Character sheet!
Is that Elspeth's present?
Yeah, but I'm taking a note of it.
I haven't seen game.
Yes, it will go to Elsbeth. I'm just going to take it over to Elsbeth. I'm also just
Yeah.
in awe. You don't see many of these around.
Oh, that's cool. She like that. She used to have a dog.
Now she has a dog that resembles me. Wait,
Perfect.
hey. Shall we return to Elsbeth with her new companion?
Yeah. And Tom like runs quite excitedly.
Are you coming too, Trevi?
Yeah, what are you going to call it?
It's not mine to name. Elsbeth's the name.
I've got a good idea. I might suggest it to her.
I've just checked something on Guard Drake, so it'll be quite interesting. It understands Draconic.
Uh-huh.
Amazing.
Eric, do you speak Draconic? Out of game.
Out of game, yes.
Sick.
Let's go
Yeah,
back to Elspeth.
meanwhile, you guys are like, oh, let's get this to Elspeth. Elspeth, as you're wandering around the fairgrounds,
Mm-hmm.
you can hear laughter in the distance. Well, there's a little crowd gathering.
Go see what's happening.
The laughter gets more intense the closer you get. So intense, someone actually kind of like collapses, clutching their sides, with that almost like tearing their own like flesh with a bit of like grin that they've got in their face, just laughing away uncontrollably.
Do I get the impression that's caused by a spell?
It seems familiar in terms of the effect. But you're not quite sure if it is magical or if it is just something about this place that's making whatever this fucker's been subjected to more intense.
I'm gonna see what's causing them to laugh like lunatics.
You hear the ringing of the little bells. They seem to be attached to someone's hat. Who just seems to be sitting there, just joking away with the crowd, and some of them are keeling over with laughter. And he revolves his chair round. He's got a mask. It's got a big happy face on it. Kind of like the theatre and tragedy kind of gold masks that you normally see with like theatres and stuff. But it's the object that he's holding in his hands that's of interest to you.
What is he holding in his hand?
He'll get up from his chair and place the cane straight down. What's the matter, my dear? You look like you could be using with a good old joke.
I'm fairly sure I know enough of them without you adding to my repertoire. Can I ask where you got the cane from?
Oh, this? And he starts twirling it around. Oh, I picked this up in my travels not that long ago when we were looking for some new audience members.
I believe that belonged. I'm assuming it's Jackson's cane at this point in time.
Yes, it's Jackson's cane.
I believe that belonged to a friend of mine who had it taken without their consent, which in most circles is called stealing. So can I ask where you got it from, so I know who to go and get and deal with their thieving little fingers?
You can't see the expression on the being's face because it was the with the mask, but you see the mask itself almost like you can hear grinding metal as its expression changes to like the sad face. This was stolen? You know, looking at the cane, it turns back with. And he kind of just like shuffles himself over and has his arm hooked out as if like just to take it and goes, "Come with me." The one who brought it to me is still in the circus.
Considering the last time I ended up wandering away with a stranger that I didn't know, it didn't end well for me. I will pass on walking away with you and would ask you to give me the cane back.
You see the metal mask just kind of go completely into sad mode with a little tear bit forming in one of its eyes bits. He goes, "Oh, okay." You can just like pulls the cane out.
I'm going to cast Mage Hand and attempt to get the Mage Hand to take it, although I have a feeling I will not be successful. I'm fairly sure that, considering this is a jester, he's about to play a game with me.
Mage hand moves forward, takes the cane, brings it forward to you, and drops it in your hands.
She will take a deep breath because she's really uncomfortable with this cane in her hands, and she'll go, I will assume getting the cane back doesn't come without a price, so what is the price that you're looking for?
Doesn't say anything. He just kind of slouches a little bit and just starts to walk away.
Elspeth feels really bad, but she's not comfortable with walking away with a stranger, so nothing is going to make her do that. So she is going to just call out, thank you very much. If you ever need a favour, you know what I look like, give me a call. And she will turn and try and walk back to the others.
Cool. You walk back and you eventually find Treevy, Eric, Tom, and the little present just kind of walking on a leash. Well, it's less of a leash and more like one of those little, toddler leash things, just to make sure they don't wander off too far. If you can kind of ascertain the difference between the two. Or we jump back to.
Okay.
Sorry, where'd you go?
No, nothing. Just carry on.
I was just going to say we're going to jump back to the boys and see what they're up to with the shooting game. See if round 2 goes any better for our Monkin residents. You boys all can't speak tonight at all. You boys all loaded up and ready to go for round 2?
Yep.
Yep.
Okay, your crossbows are loaded. Again, the Tabaxi waves his hand, and your target comes up this time. This time it is a giant green cube just slithering around.
I'll take my
Take your
Sure.
shot.
mother.
You fire the shot, and the cube literally just kind of goes out the way. The Tabaxi behind the counter is just like trying not to look disappointed. Cloud takes his shot, and it looks like she's just about to get away, and you hit it. 2 for 2 and 0-0. What, boys? Last round each. Now, I warn you, this last one's a bit of a doozy.
Now you ready, my friend?
Yes, I haven't really got a hang of this game yet, but I feel I'll get used to it.
No. Tabaxi kind of puts his hand up over his face to kind of conceal the noise, going, now I should warn you, this last one's a little bit on the squeamish. It's not one for you squeamish types. So if you want to back out, I'll understand. And he waves his hand again to show you the target. And it's someone strapped to a chair, mouth gagged, with an apple on their head.
Who is that person?
The Tabaxi just shrugs. I don't know. The target's the apple.
This is no longer a game, because if we miss, then we could potentially kill him.
The Tabaxi guy just leans back in his chair.
I'll look at Cloud to see if he's comfortable doing it.
The last two things we shot at, especially the cow at the beginning, when the bolt struck it, did it just sort of like hit it and then just vanish? There wasn't like any blood or anything to indicate it might be actually real.
Make a perception check of the shooting gallery.
Could I assist with this?
Sure.
So advantage, or you want to roll separately?
Advantage.
Okie dokie. 26.
26. There are bloodstains on the floor, but some of them range from fresh to very old. There's other substances like oozes and saliva and other sorts of markings on the floor.
Yes. Cloud will take the shot. He's feeling lucky enough to hit the apple no matter what. He'll take a deep breath, take a good aim, and fire away.
$24.
Yes, sir.
Blitz the apple. And the person who's sitting in the chair is just like, right, just screaming the words "thank fuck" underneath the. Like, which point a tabaxi guy just gets up with a round of applause, going, "Bravo, bravo, bravo!" No one's ever managed all three as of yet.
Well, if I got a little bit better, I might have gotten a bonus point for making him shit himself.
There's a good one. So Drax will go behind his desk, going, "I'll get your prize ready." Down the shop while she's walking away. As he puts up the little prize box, he goes, "Excuse me a sec." Pulls out a hand crossbow and shoots the guy anyway. That's done with. Here's your prize.
Huh. Cloud has a look to see what the prize is.
You open up the little treasure box, and it's a little cat statue made of platinum.
Ooh, shiny. I'll pick it up.
It's only about the size of like your finger, like kind of small figurine thing made out of platinum. It's more just a case of this is just a fancy little ornament that we had. Yeah, it has some sort of value to it. Very pretty looking though.
Oh. Thank you. And he'll pop it in a pocket.
He goes, "Anytime, my friend. And if you're still around later on, you can take another go."
See if I've still got the look later on. And Cloud will nod, put down the crossbow, and gesture for. Oh, bloody hell, I keep forgetting your name.
Edgar.
That's one. Edgar to put down the crossbow, and we'll head off and meet up with the rest of the group.
As we kind of put the crossbow down and kind of walk a little bit away from this guy, Edgar's going to come up like next to Cloud, and just kind of shoulder to shoulder, not really speaking to him directly, and just kind of whisper, "Are you okay with the fact he just killed the person?" without reason or logic, other than just a jest.
You have to look at it on a bit of a bigger picture. Whether I'm okay with it or not, the fact of the matter is, he's part of this whole group, which I and Cloud will have a little look around. Believe there is quite a lot of them compared to a few of us. And as we're somewhere where we do not know, there is no point in shooting ourselves in the foot by annoying them and becoming the person in the chair.
Could we have not just walked away?
And do you think the person would have lived any longer if we just walked away?
I do not know, but it feels like we have directly taken part in this person dying. Without knowing who this is, without knowing what his harms are, and without any reason.
Well, if you want to look at it that way, then unfortunately that's your situation. My way of looking at it is, I'm pretty sure he's going to die, whether we were here or not, whether we did what we did or whether we did something different.
Hmm. Edgar would keep walking next to Cloud.
Cool. Everyone will all reconvene moments after.
I'm gonna lean down to Tom and go, Tom, do you want to give Elspeth her present?
Oh yeah, it'd be awesome.
I'm gonna hand the collar, the lead to Tom, and in Draconic, I'm just gonna turn around and go, be good for the goblin.
The guard just looks up at you and just kind of nods.
And Tom just kind of runs up to Elspeth. So we got you a present, and he just hands her the end of the lead.
Up until this point, Elspeth has probably been staring intently at the cane as she's walking along, and then she'll just sort of shake herself out of it and go, "Wait, you got me a present? What? Why is there a lead?"
Here, and he'll like point to the end of the lead. This is what we want.
She's gonna look at the dragon, look at Eret, and go, "What is it with you, me leaving the group and the men of the group suddenly apparently having small children?"
Hey, this is not mine. I did not have this. It came from an egg. Not any of my egg. Nothing to do with me. I hit a bell, and this came out the bottom. It's not helping what I'm saying, is it?
Not at all. It's lovely. I'm not sure I'll know what to do with it, but I guess we can look after it as a group. Oh, sorry, excuse me, 2 secs.
Everyone's to us. Georgia.
Wow, Eric laid an egg and had a drake.
Kind of strange crossbreeding nonsense is going on here. The only problem is the only person that can really talk to it properly is me.
Yeah, I have a feeling it's going to end up being Eret's.
I'm back, sorry.
Cloud could talk to it.
I mean, Draconic's not really a hard language.
I'm assuming this is out of game. We're having this discussion.
Yeah.
Well, I was about to have it reply in game, but okay, it's a conversation out of game.
Just gonna look at Ellsworth and go, treat it like a dog, I suppose. Just a really intelligent and well-behaved one, and loyal.
So like a child then.
Yes, but a child that, if need be, can murder a burglar.
So like one of our children then, indicating Trevi and Tom.
But this one can also reach high shelves.
Good to know. By the way, look what I found.
I was trying not to comment on the fact you found what I lost. Where did you find that?
A weird, I assume, man in a mask said he'd been given it, and the person that he got it from was still here. He offered to take me to them. I assumed that was not a good idea to do by myself.
Yeah. Quite sure how that. Do you want either me or Cloud to take that? Probably more Cloud than me.
I don't know. I'm not quite sure how I feel about it right now. So I'm going to keep hold of it for now.
Good.
But let's not let it ruin the fun. So we've had a dragon win a dragon. Did we have a cat win a cat or a human win a human over here?
Well, you say that, and Cloud will pull out the tiny platinum cat figurine.
Called it.
They have an odd sense of humor here.
Just a little bit, but at least my one doesn't need taking care of, and he will hand it to Elizabeth.
Out of game very quickly. Why do I suddenly feel like the mum whose kids are all coming back from school going, look what we made you, look what we made you.
Because
Eric
you
did
are
not
the
make it.
mom who, yeah, you are the mom.
Eric did not make you a guard drake. He won you a guard drake.
I'm going to look at the very pretty little statue and go, that is beautiful. But I think you should keep it. Handing it back to Cloud.
If you think so. Sure we can find a good spot for it somewhere, and he'll pop it back in the pocket for the time being.
I have an idea of somewhere it can be stored. But for now, keep hold of it. So, do we want to go and get ready to watch Act 2? I don't know when it's starting. Or is there more activities we should do?
Are we allowed to take the drake with us?
I would assume they wouldn't give it out as a prize if you weren't allowed to take it into the show. It would seem rather odd.
Very true. But I think we should watch Act 2 and then see about heading home, maybe.
Where's home?
Well, at Iman at least.
How about Tom and Trevi? How do you feel?
Tired.
Well, fighting a raccoon will do that to you, won't it?
Yeah, and then I had loads of popcorn scraps.
Maybe we should skip Act 2 if you're feeling tired. We can just go home.
I
How do
don't
we
know.
leave? Has anyone seen an exit?
I'm normally the exit. I can pretty much teleport us out of here.
Oh, so it depends on where here is. Cloud will look up at the sky. Is it a normal sky, or are we maybe somewhere else?
You look up and it's like a purple haze. Utterly unfamiliar to you.
Cloud will sort of just gesture up a bit. And with that being that way, don't know if you can jump us home as usual.
Out of game, I am reading the spell and I can't see anywhere that it says has to be on the same plane, but I'm gonna link it just in case I'm missing it. Oh, and the second I link it, I see it. No, you're correct. If we're on a different plane, then no, I can't get us home. Maybe we need to go and watch the second act and they'll open the portals to let us go home.
No. Let's at least go watch the second act, and then we can maybe ask someone about the exit home.
Sounds
You
good
are
to me.
you are looking to leave. You just hear a voice coming from a nearby corner.
Potentially, some of us are a little bit tired and probably need our beds.
You see the hand kind of pop out. It's kind of like, come this way.
Can I insight check that?
Roll an insight check.
With my passive insight, do I know he's lying? 23.
They're gesturing you to show you where an exit is.
Where does the exit go that you're about to take us to?
It will take you back to Amon. Back in Alexandria.
Where exactly in Amon? I don't like vague.
And you just see the kind of sad mask Piago says, do you want to go home or not?
That sounds perfect. Thank you.
Do you wish to follow?
And the Cloud starts following and gestures for people to follow.
I'll follow.
Yeah, follow.
I'll wait a little bit for Elspeth and then kind of follow.
Okay, you guys all start moving ahead with the masked figure. And when you follow him into a nearby tent, it just shows you this almost black hole on the floor. And he just kind of gestures to it.
This doesn't seem like the safest way out of a place.
You hop in hole, you go back home.
Well, thank you very much for your hospitality and the amusements you have done. It was very enlightening and entertaining.
Yeah, you see the sad mask says to like pick up a little bit and go. He just nods. And he gestures to the portal.
And yeah, screw it. Cloud's gonna hop in.
Cloud hops in.
Just as Cloud hops in, Elspeth's going to reach out as if to take his hand and then go look kind of sad that he jumped in without doing it. And going to look at Eric and go, I know you don't really like arcane means that you don't understand. Do you fancy a companion jumping in this hole?
Eric's got AFK.
I will look to Trevi and Tom and go, how about you two go together? Just keep hold of one another.
Can do. Just grab Trevi's hand, hop in the hole.
I'm
I
just
don't
kind of. I'm looking at it like I don't like this.
Yeah, so Elspeth did turn to you and go, I know you don't like arcane means you don't understand, so fancy accompanying me? And hold out her arm to you.
Oh, I suppose. I'll take Elsworth's arm and go, let's jump through the hole in the floor.
Let's go. And we will jump through the hole in the floor.
On the other arm, I'm going to pick up the Drake.
Yeah, you pick up the Drake under your arm, take Elspeth in the arm, and the last thing you see before you go through the portal is the little mask figure just sitting there, just kind of looking all mopey, just as you go through the portal. And one by one, you're spat back out in a little quiet section of Amon, not too far from the Temple District. Just pop, 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 pop.
I'll go in after everyone else.
Can I check, is the cane still there?
Kane's still there. Still in your hands.
Well, we got home safe. Should we go back to the tavern?
Okie dokie.
All in consensus?
Yep.
Yeah.
Aye.
Quite late when you get back. You make your way back to the tavern. You're just about to shop, the main bar area, just as you guys come in. They say that your rooms have all been cleared out and freshened up for you. How do you wish to finish your evening?
I'm going to turn to Ellsworth and go, well, do you want to give your new pet a name?
How about we all sleep on it, come up with an idea, and we can discuss it in the morning and see what we feel about giving it a name.
Okie dokie.
Is it a boy or a girl? I can't tell.
I'd be able to tell that, wouldn't I?
You better tell it's a boy.
I believe it's a male.
So we all need to come up with a name for our male dragon.
Drake.
In the morning, and we'll discuss it.
And if any of you get lazy, just suggest calling it Drake. Deserves better.
Winston.
It's a brass Drake. We're not calling it Winston.
Duke Marius.
We will discuss this in the morning.
So if that is all you guys wish to do in the evening before you go to bed,
Mm-hmm.
we will call that the long rest, and I think we'll call that for tonight.
Okay. Just before, obviously, because Elspeth's long rest is 4 hours, she is going to enchant the final string and make the thing she's going to make once she's awake.
Cool. As you make the last thing done, dusted. After all this time and effort you've put into, there's that faint tapping noise from the corner of the room you left the cane in, and then it slowly starts to fade away. And the last thing I would like to be done is a wisdom saving throw. Oh, that's not going to be good. Good next time. And we'll
Yay!
find out the result.
On that note, stream, I will say night. Night
Night stream.
stream.
That's
Nice.
true.
Night stream.